There we go. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. Just letting everyone into the session. Having a little trouble now getting people admitted. There we go. We had a little bit of a technical issue with Timothy Owasi, who's the film commissioner of the Kenya Film Commission, but I see that he is present here now, so we're very happy to welcome him. And so thank you again for waiting and being patient as we got everything situated and back up in proper order. We're very excited to have you here today for the um, global showcase for Kenya. And Timothy will be sharing information about the region, the incentives, and all of the benefits of shooting in their area. We will be taking questions. There'll be a Q&A portion at the end of the session. You're welcome to submit questions throughout the session in the chat feature, or at the end of the session, we'll also give everyone an opportunity to jump in and directly ask a question for themselves. We are recording the session, and the session will go onto the AFCI YouTube channel so that you will be able to revisit the session and review any information or any of the slides that you'll be seeing. So without further ado, I shall pass it on to Timothy. So Timothy can get us started. And Timothy, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Marge. Good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Timothy Owase, the CEO of Kenya Film Commission, and I'm taking this opportunity to welcome you to Kenya. This morning, I'm taking time to have a conversation with you and also just show you that Kenya is ready for you to have a conversation that will be able to give us an understanding as to what is this gateway to Africa. Kenya is only 7 hours away from Europe and 14 hours from the United States. So it's very easy for you to be able to reach to our country and tell your stories. So this evening, allow me to introduce the Kenya Film Commission, which is a state corporation that is responsible for promotion and marketing of Kenya's film industry. The Kenyan film industry is a growing and emerging film industry that is open to the world. For a very long time, major stories have been told in our country, and I'm taking this opportunity to welcome you all home because Kenya is a global film set. Why is Kenya a global film set? Because it has everything that you are looking for as far as filming is concerned. In a very short while, my colleague Arnold will be taking up the presentation, which will provide you with all the details on how you can be able to come and film in Kenya, what opportunities there are, and also an avenue for you to be able to understand why Kenya is a gateway to Africa. Anyone who is looking forward to filming in Africa, you start off from Kenya because we are at the center. We have an opportunity to give you a gateway because when you film in Kenya, you film in Africa. With not so much ado, allow me also to acknowledge the presence of my colleagues from the Kenya Film Commission, including the board members, led by the chairman, Mr. Sudi Wandabusi. With your permission, I will ask Mr. Wandabusi to just say jambo to each one of us. Then we proceed. Chairman, if present.
Thank you, Bonawase. And sorry, I have not shown my video because I'm transitioning from the office to the house. So probably before the end of the session, you'll be able to see my face. But yes,
right.
I'm so happy. Thanks much for this initiative. First of all, this is such a beautiful initiative. Thank you, Owase, for organizing and letting us into this conversation. Because yes, indeed, Kenya is such a beautiful country. Kenya is such a welcoming country. Kenya is such a strategic location in Africa that anyone thinking film, anyone thinking location, anyone thinking crew, anyone thinking a crew that is dependable and reliable, Kenya is the place. So for me, I'm so excited to listen to the conversations that will go on. I will be so keen, especially on the Q&A session, to see what are the issues that need to be addressed. But yes, I'm looking forward to this conversation, and I'm looking forward to even greater engagements as the different filmmakers come to Kenya and we take advantage of the peace that is in this country and the strategic locations that are in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman. Just to add on what the chairman has said, I want to bring to your attention that Kenya holds the position of being the origin of mankind. So anyone thinking about telling a story anywhere in the world, I would like to encourage you to think about home, because Kenya is your home. With not so much ado, I would like to invite Dr. Arnold Wanjala to do a presentation, which will be followed by the Q&A. Welcome, Mr. Dr. Wanjala.
Thank you, CEO. Over to you, Madge.
Hopefully you can see the presentation now.
Yes, we can see the presentation.
Okay.
Yes, we can say it.
Dr. Wanjala.
So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining, and thank you for setting aside time to be able to attend this session. So this presentation is not just a location showcase, but it is a formal declaration of Kenya's ready-to-launch status of global studio investments in 2026 and beyond. So the Kenya Film Commission is pitching a fully integrated ecosystem designed to stretch production value, minimize bureaucratic friction, and deliver unmatched visual scale. So Madge, you can go on to the next slide. So this is one of our locations. We have Kenya right there on the map, right in Africa.
Arnold, we can't hear you.
Of the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy, and Sports. So our role is the definitive single gateway for international studios, whereby we never have to navigate conflicting state protocols individually. So we absorb this complexity on their behalf. And that's why we're saying that we serve as the ultimate one-stop liaison body for international producers, governing film certification, location identification, and critical intergovernmental coordination. Next slide, Madge. So in terms of production, these are the key staff, whereby we have Timothy Owase introduce himself. He's the CEO of the Kenya Film Commission. Then we have yours truly, Arnold Namusonge. I'm the Manager, Marketing and Resource Mobilization. And we have Jessica Akinyi, who is the Senior Film Development Officer in charge of liaison. So in terms of production support, these are the key staff that we have in the commission. So for us as a commission, we have the government advantage. So we are not a private entity, we are a state corporation. And this state alignment guarantees sovereign security clearances and legal protection for high-value studio assets. So again, we're a one-stop regulatory clearance body where we offer direct, simplified issuing of national filming licenses. We remove the bureaucratic red tape and manage local county authorizations across all the 47 regional hubs. Next slide, Madge. So in terms of production support and overview, we offer scouting support where we provide complementary location database access, coordinates, and personalized scouting portfolios across forests, coastlines, and savannas. We also do offer rapid permitting, where we act as a one-stop shop and coordinate local authorities, police, and civil aviation bodies to issue multi-regional permits within days. So when it comes to authorization of drone space through the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, we are able to do that. We are also able to offer a clearance and restricted clearance for our parks through the Kenya Wildlife Service. And we can also be able to access, we offer access support to protected park terrains. So in terms of visa and customs clearance, we provide official letters of facilitation that fast-track temporary work permits and passes and coordinate smooth customs entry for film equipment. For security, we advise on security measures and provide guidance on engaging the Kenya Police Service for security while on location. We assist in processing of waivers and tax exemptions, requests for filming processes subject to eligibility under the applicable laws. And we also provide guidance on existing regulations, permanent and temporary importation of filming equipment. Next slide, Marge. On co-production partnerships, we promote linkages with Kenyan producers for co-productions, joint ventures, and knowledge exchange, in line with Kenya's commitment to global creative partnerships. We provide clear information on legal and procedural requirements for filming in Kenya, including country regulations, customs procedures, and cultural considerations. And we offer support letters for collaborations between local international producers, institutions, and creatives, enhancing trusts and credibility in project partnerships. So before I go to the incentive program, I want to talk of the decentralization reality that we have. And I want to highlight that ours is not just an ecosystem. And this ecosystem is not just confined to Nairobi. We have been able to operationalize localized digital hubs, like the newly launched hub that we have in South Nyanza, and we are establishing active regional bases to support multi-location shoots seamlessly across the 47 countries. So in terms of incentive program highlights, we're talking of 100% duty relief. So we have VAT exemption on locally purchased and imported goods. This may be considered upon presentation of import documents to the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports, to the National Treasury, and economic planning with provisions of the VAT Act. So the VAT exemption on filming services shall be applicable during the production period, and it is also supported by the VAT Act. We also waive temporary importation fees, where goods imported on temporary basis are not subjected to any fees. However, importers are expected to execute a bond equivalent to the value of taxes payable on the imported goods. And on importation of filming equipment being permanently imported into Kenya is liable to full customs duty. However, filming and photography equipment may be allowed in the country on a temporary basis upon clearance through the customs SIMBA system. And such importation is not subject to import declaration forms, but a security bond has to be furnished. Of course, when liaising with government agencies, such as the Kenya Revenue Authority here, it is the commission that endorses and offers support and recommendation. So any producer coming in or bringing in equipment or wanting to spend in the country must have recommendation, endorsement, and support from the Kenya Film Commission. Next slide, Madge. So on crew and infrastructure, we have access to world-class multilingual local professionals trained to premium global specs. So we have elite technical crew, production managers, and local fixers. And we pride ourselves in saying that we are cost effective. So in terms of rates, we are highly competitive in terms of rates. And this therefore does not stretch production budgets. Also in terms of resources, we secure top-tier equipment in logistics matching state-of-the-art cinematic standards. We have cutting-edge equipment within the country and seamless customs where hassle-free equipment clearance and abundant depot structures. On infrastructure, we have sound stages, purpose-built indoor studios, post-production facilities, and of course, the premium hospitality. We have a robust transport network, international flight connections, and top-tier hospitality infrastructure. So in terms of accessibility and logistics, we have the JKIA, which offers a frictionless transit hub with direct daily flights linking key production command centers like London, New York, Paris, and Dubai. We also have the Nairobi Expressway advantage, whereby, and this is a showcase of our infrastructure capability, where crews can disembark at JKIA and arrive in premium hotels 40 kilometers away in less than 20 minutes, completely insulated from urban gridlocks. On domestic deployment, we also have Wilson Airport as our tactical jump-off point, which ensures that the most remote untouched wilderness topographies are accessible within a rapid 45-minute chartered flight. In terms of highway arteries, we have newly developed paved corridors that connect Nairobi smoothly, breathtaking film environments, including the Rift Valley, Naivasha, and Machakos. And we also have abundant world-class hotel brands like Kempinski, Radisson Blue, Marriott, alongside high-end luxury safari lodges that treat elite global talent to premium hospitality. Next slide, Marge. So this is our location portfolio. And what I have there is cityside wilderness and icons. So we have in Nairobi, we have the Nairobi National Park. And the Nairobi National Park is the ultimate global anomaly. Why am I saying this? I'm saying that it is an ultimate global anomaly because this is the only place where raw premier wildlife environments can be captured and framed against a sleek metropolitan skyline within a 15-minute drive from five-star accommodations. Then we also have the shears, cliffs, and which to us are of epic scale. And this position the dramatic flat-topped shears. The picture that we have there is of Mount Ololokwe in Samburu, and it is a prime visual asset for Kenya. This location provides an immediate jaw-dropping visual alternative that stands in a convincingly high concept sci-fi, and this can be used for ancient fantasy kingdom productions. So if you're looking at shooting ancient sci-fi productions, you can do it at, we have locations that offer this. Samburu is one of the areas. And we also have the coastal antiques and arid horizons. And for this, I want to highlight Lamu Town and Mombasa, which is also paired with traditional sailing dhows. So this is a highly cost-effective geographical double for Caribbean histories and tropical hideaways. So if you're looking to shoot a film such as Pirates of the Caribbean, you can be able to do it in Mombasa. We have the locations for this. Next slide, Marge. This location is of the Chalbi Desert, and this offers an uncompromised pristine canvas. It functions as a flawless double for productions that would like to feature North Africa or Middle Eastern settings, and it is perfectly optimized for heavy automotive filming and post-apocalyptic sequences. Next slide, Marge. On our success stories, I would like to invite Mr. Timothy Owase to talk about Sense 8. He's usually very passionate about it, and I believe that he's the one who can actually
But Wanawase, you are muted. Huh? We can't hear you.
Timothy,
You're
we
still
can't hear you.
muted. We can't hear you, Wanawase.
And now?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yes, we
now.
can
Please
hear you.
proceed.
Thank you very much. I wanted to appreciate Dr. Namsonge for the wonderful presentation you have given, signifying the real reason as to why Kenya stands as a real global film set. Just to add, by saying that with all the presentation you have seen, there has never been and there isn't any kind of language barrier when you come to film in Kenya. So anytime you're in Kenya, you'll be able to communicate 100% English, Swahili, or any other language, including French. So we are open for business, and many world-class films have been done in Kenya, of which I want to take this opportunity to call upon the mega studios that please come and actualize your projects in our country, because Kenya is waiting for you and ready for you. Unlike other parts of the world, I know we all look for lucrative film incentives. Just to give you an assurance that over and above what Dr. Namsonge has presented, Kenya is coming up with a very lucrative film incentives, including rebates at a rate of 32 to 35%. This is going to be a game changer across all other incentives frameworks across the world. As far as products that have been done in Kenya, we have the Big Cat Diaries, which is a wildlife series that has been done by BBC over the years. Constant Gardener is a production that was done on Kenyan soil, out of Africa, among others. Of course, Sense 8 employed so many people. And as we discuss, we do appreciate, and the Kenyan government as well recognize the importance of storytelling. And that's why we are very passionate about this. And my entire board is on this particular call because of the kind of passion and importance this particular industry presents. With this presentation, Marge, we are very happy to engage and hear any kind of questions that we are ready to respond to at this point. Thank you.
Before we go to the Q&A, we have a cultural and a tourism appeal, where if you're not shooting in Kenya, you want to relax, we have world-class safari and wildlife experiences, whereby you can wrap up your shooting week and step directly into the wild. Production staff can experience legendary weekend excursions at the Masai Mara, Amboseli, or the Nairobi National Park, which is right at the heart of our capital city. We also have a vibrant culinary and nightlife scene because Nairobi offers a cosmopolitan lifestyle, and we boast of a diverse culinary landscape that ranges from authentic traditional Kenyan barbecue, we call it nyama choma, to high-end international fine dining, vibrant cafes, and sophisticated rooftop lounges. We also have a rich cultural heritage and artistry at the Kenyan coasts in Mombasa. We call Mombasa and Lamu our stone towns. And this is a very bustling contemporary area with art galleries, fashion hubs, live music, venues for showcasing modern African creativity, and so on. And of course, the pristine coastal and adventure leisure that we have with the white sandy beaches of Diani and Watamu, or engage in world-class adventure sports like hiking the Mount Kenya. We have whitewater rafting on the Tana River, and we also have kite surfing along the Indian Ocean. So these are some of the activities that any production crew that is filming in Kenya can be able to enjoy. So next slide. So I'd like to thank you for our presentation, and I'd like to invite Timothy Awase to say a word or two.
Thank you very much, Dr. Namsonge. Allow me to appreciate the presentation that you've made and also remind our listeners or the audience that Kenya has 90% penetration of internet connectivity, which means whenever you are in our country and doing your filming, you have no issues of communication. You are able to transact and do everything that you need. The banking system is very seamless, as well as the cultural component, as Dr. Namsonga has indicated. We have over 44 tribes, and each of these 44 tribes are very unique when it comes to culture. So you have a variety to choose from as far as engaging in storytelling is concerned. With those very many remarks, I want to thank you and open up for any kind of questions that we can be able to respond to. Thank you, and over to you, Marge, now.
Thank you, Timothy, and thank you, Dr. Arnold, for such a great presentation with so much information. We really are appreciative of your time. I haven't seen any questions come in the chat area. I want to make sure that anyone that has a question has that opportunity to ask at this time. So please feel free to raise your hand if you'd like to ask a question or share something in the chat feature. I have a question to start off our Q&A period. We spoke a bit about the customs and the opportunity that the Kenya Film Office has in helping get equipment easily into the country through the collaboration that you have with your government office. I'm curious, what is the advanced timeline that would be useful for you in knowing what equipment is coming in so you can work on getting that permission easily for any productions that are coming into the territory?
Thank you very much. When it comes to the lead time as far as bringing in equipment for production, we always engage the producer to get to understand your schedule and plan with you as much as possible. The most probable time, we always encourage the producer to be able to give enough time as far as the lead time is concerned. For us, 2 weeks is sufficient for us to be able to do what is required, because again, we will not be able to overpromise what we can be able to deliver. We must be able to deliver within the set timelines. So 14 days are sufficient for us to be able to plan with you and have your equipment cleared within the customs area. And whenever you do this, if you are bringing in equipment temporarily, what happens is that we allow you to ship in the equipment, then you are allowed to pay 30% of the value of your equipment, which is refundable upon exporting the same equipment out of the country. It's actually 1% of the value of the equipment, not 30%. It's 30,000 Kenya shillings, or 1% of the value of the equipment that you're bringing in. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
But again, Marge, something else of importance is to note that we have world-class fixers in our country. They are able to undertake productions that will be able to spell across the entire Africa. So Kenyan fixers, not only do they fix productions for Kenya, but they do this across the continent.
Very good. Yeah, very useful information.
Mm.
Timothy, while you were gaining access to the session, Dr. Arnold and I were talking a little bit about the weather because right now I'm in Boston and it's a beautiful day. But I was surprised to hear that you have beautiful days 10 months out of the year, with very limited winter of just 2 months. Can you talk a little bit about the climate and what people would expect when planning productions?
Thank you very much. And that's why I said Kenya is a global film set. For any producer looking forward to film, Kenya is your place to be for one simple reason. What happens is that Kenya gives you sunshine 365 days a year. I don't think you can be able to get that anywhere else. With that, as a producer, you can wake up in the morning, go on set, and undertake your production. Of course, that is not to say that we never have rain. We have rain, but it will never distort your schedule for production. It is enough rain that will not interfere with your production schedules. What is important is that you have sunshine 365 days a year, which is not common to every country. Over and
That's
above
great.
that, again, allow me also to say that we have a very youthful population, very energetic, speaking good English, meaning when it comes to communication and energy to drive the role of productions, you can never go wrong within our location.
Timothy, can you talk a little bit it was great to see the amount of locations and diversity that you have in the region. Can you talk a little bit about sound stages and the infrastructure? I know that was covered within the session, but I just wanted to make sure that was well understood.
You know, anytime you are making a choice as to which location you want to actually utilize as your key destination for your production, you ask yourself, what are the processes of getting equipment into this country? And if you arrive in this country, do you have an opportunity to undertake your post-production from this particular location? Or do you have to carry materials and take them to far-flung areas to be able to do this? For us in Kenya, you land, you have your opportunity to undertake your filming activities, and we have opportunities for you to undertake your post-production facilities, which are available. Over and above that, as I said, in Africa, Kenya is the only country that will offer you over 90% of its geographical location with high-speed internet, meaning whichever corner of the country you are, you will be able to communicate, undertake your communication, send email, transfer products online with ease, without any interruption, and at the same time, access production facilities that will be able to give you room to undertake your activities. So as far as production houses are concerned, we do have, but of course, that is not to say that we are not seeking for more collaborative effort, for more investments. We recognize the need for technology applications, and that's why we have our Silicon Savannah. We have Silicon Savannah, not Silicon Valley. But I believe this is an area where we are saying that just like Silicon Valley, the Silicon Savannah in Kenya provides you an opportunity to undertake virtual production and all other technological facilities that you may require as a key producer.
Thank you very much, Timothy. And I know co-productions are so important to so many producers, and you have a extensive co-production treaty and ability to accommodate a lot of countries. Are there specific territories that have co-productions with Kenya, or are you pretty open and able to meet co-producers from nearly any area of the globe?
That's a very fundamental question. And I'll start by appreciating that as an African country, Kenya is taking the lead in hosting the African Audiovisual and Cinema Commission, which is an Africa Union agency that is there to champion the audiovisual industry as far as Africa is concerned, focusing on the Vision 2063. Co-productions are very fundamental because they provide opportunities for different destinations to collaborate and also to open up markets. I believe when Kenya co-produces with Greece, United States, or any other country, all we are saying is that it's opening up an opportunity for a wider market and also an opportunity for cultural exchange, which adds value to the kind of stories that we put across. So Kenya is open to sign up more co-production treaties so that we are able to leverage on the benefits that emanate from different jurisdictions. Currently, we have co-production treaty with South Africa, but we are looking forward to have as many more co-production arrangements as possible. Thank you.
Very good. Well, thank you so much, Timothy, and thank you to your team and your board that took part today. It looks like all the questions that I've been asking have been helpful, as no new questions have come forth. But before we close the session, I just want to give you an opportunity if you had, or you or your staff, if you had any additional thoughts as we've been talking and answering some questions here. If there was anything else that you wanted to add before we close out our session.
Thank you very much, Madge. I would like to ask my chairman to call upon one of the board directors, that's Dr. Mlama, who will give a vote of thanks on behalf of the commission. Over to you, Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Oase. Thank you, Marge. Thank you, everyone who took time to attend this session. It's been great. And before I usher in Dr. Malama to give a vote of thanks, I just want to say that, yes, Kenya is open. And in the entire world, probably Kenya could be one of the few countries that has the easiest ways of, visa, the lowest visa restrictions. Because, for example, all African countries come to Kenya for free without any visa, a requirement for any visa. They come in without any stop. And even for other countries, our processing is usually very fast and less complicated. So you are very welcome. And if you want to meet the most friendly, happiest people ever, then you're talking about Kenyans. Over to you, Dr. Malama, please, for the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Chair. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm fixing my gadget because I'm on the road. But if you can hear me, that is good. I just wanted to make sure I'm on my speaker. Good evening, everyone.
Hello,
Marge
thank you.
just woke up.
Good. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not able to activate my video, but it has been a very good session of close to 45, 50 minutes. And it has been a pleasure not just listening to the presentation, but I highly appreciate the attention that Marge has paid to the details that we have shared about Kenya as a filming destination and the work that we are doing to facilitate that.
Mr. Malama, you're muted, please.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Very good. I don't know at what point my microphone went off. But what I was saying is that I'm very happy not just to have listened to what my colleagues from the board have said, particularly the CEO and our marketing manager, But I'm very thrilled that we have had close to 50 minutes of interaction with Marge, listening to not just what Kenya can offer, but what Kenya Film Commission can do to facilitate the work of those who are coming to film in Kenya. So this is a very precious opportunity, and information is power. It is good that we have opened that avenue, and I hope that the few minutes we have provided for questions and answers are enough. But I should say that our lines remain open, and I'm very grateful that you can take your precious time to listen to what Kenya has to offer and what the Commission has to offer in facilitating this. Chairman, thank you big time. Bwana CEO, Dr. Namsonge, and all the colleagues present on this. And more importantly, Marge, thank you very much for the attention that you have given to this presentation. Thank you, Chair. Back to you.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, board members and my colleagues for participating in this active program. Marge, all the staff of Kenya Film Commission that you've seen online today are raring to be signed up as individual members of AFCI, as much as Kenya Film Commission is a member of the AFCI. So we are shortly going to reach out to you to see to it that we continue maintaining our active membership and also to accrue more benefits that emanate from AFCI, which is a very respectable global film organization that we cherish, and we would like to continue working with you closely as we do this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Timothy. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for participating today. AFCI is always available if you have any issue or need Timothy's email. If you're having any questions in regards to making that contact, we're happy to help facilitate that. And we're always eager to help our film commissions get connected to producers that are looking to connect with them. So we're happy to work to facilitate those arrangements and connections. And for anyone that might have joined a little tardy into the session, we have recorded the session and we'll be sharing this on AFCI's YouTube page within the next day or so. Our YouTube page is the Association of Film Commissioners International. And we're happy to have you come back at any time and review the presentation. So thank you all very much. We appreciate your time. Thank you, Timothy and your staff, for your great presentation. And we wish everyone a lovely evening, afternoon, or morning, depending on where you are. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you, and bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, thank you.